Monday, April 14th. The analytical week will start with an announcement at 7:30 a.m. regarding industrial production in Japan. This indicator reflects the monthly output volumes in the industrial sector. The data will be published by the Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry. An increase in this figure could positively impact the Japanese yen exchange rates. At 3:30 p.m., the results for wholesale sales in Canada will be announced. This indicator reflects the change in the cost of goods sold wholesale in Canada during the reporting month, compared to the previous one. The figure is calculated based on data from various sources, including administrative records and a monthly survey of wholesale trade representatives. An increase in this figure could positively impact the exchange rate of the Canadian dollar. Tuesday, April 15th. Later in the day at 9 a.m., the report on the average weekly earnings and total payouts in the United Kingdom will be released. This indicator reflects the change in the average weekly salary of employees over the past 3 months, compared to the same period last year. In the UK, it is considered a key indicator of short-term income changes. An increase in this figure may positively affect the exchange rate of the British pound. Immediately after, the unemployment rate in the United Kingdom will be published. It reflects the percentage of economically active residents of the country who are currently unemployed in relation to the total working-age population. An increase in unemployment indicates issues in the country's economy and labor market. Therefore, a rise in this indicator may negatively affect the exchange rate of the British pound. Wednesday, April 16th. In the middle of the week at noon, the Consumer Price Index, CPI, for the European Union will be released. It reflects the change in prices for goods and services in the Eurozone during the reporting month, compared to the same month of the previous year. A rise in the index in conditions of insufficient inflation has a positive impact on the exchange rate of the euro. At 3:30 p.m., U.S. retail sales data will be released. It reflects the change in retail volume in the U.S. for the reporting month compared to the previous one. The release of the report could impact the dollar's exchange rate. If the growth slows down, it indicates that consumers have reduced their spending levels, which may lead to a slowdown in economic activity in the country and negatively affect the dollar. Thursday, April 17th. The next day, at 3:15 p.m., the European Central Bank's decision on the interest rate will be announced. It is made by the regulator's board every 6 weeks during a monetary policy meeting and is released immediately after the meeting concludes. A decrease in the ECB's interest rate negatively affects the value of the euro. Conversely, if the regulator raises its refinancing rate, it always boosts the euro's exchange rate. At 3:30 p.m., the number of initial jobless claims in the U.S. will be released. This figure reflects the number of people who have applied for government assistance for the first time during the past week. A consecutive rise in claims over several weeks could negatively affect the value of the U.S. dollar. Friday, April 18th. Before the weekend, at 10:30 p.m., the net speculative positions on the Nasdaq 100 from the CFTC will be presented. This weekly report from the Commodity Futures Trading Commission reflects the difference between the total volume of long and short positions on Nasdaq 100 contracts that are held in the market and opened by non-commercial traders. Next, the net speculative positions on the euro from the CFTC will be released. An increase in long speculative positions on the euro indirectly indicates a rise in market activity for this currency. However, it doesn't have a direct impact on its price due to the relatively small volume of the data compared to the global scale.